morning friends, and welcome to another episode of Lexi's Budget Bunker Build. So today I'm going to, I'm not really in the mood for digging, for fumbling around in all the wet and mud. So I'm going to do a few other little maintenance jobs around the bunker project. You may recall I was between the planks, the length of wood, that the retaining wall basically that holds the shaft together. I've got on some sides I've got small pieces of timber screwing them together, basically holding them together. So I'm going to replace those. I've started that process already, but I'm going to carry on with a bit more of that, replacing those with single lengths of paling. It looks a lot tidier, and it's going to be a lot stronger too, having a single piece. So I can get some of those done. I don't know if I get them all done, but I'll get a few of them done. And just a few other little odd jobs. So yeah, it's all progress. It's as I say, I'm just not vibing it to crawl around in the mud today. So yeah, I'll see you down in the shaft. So guys, here's one of those little jobs I've been wanting to do, and that's on today's agenda. So I made this up. So it's an end cap for the, you can see I've got two of them on there already, end caps for the pipes. I'm sick of the sound of running water, to be honest. It's just annoying. And so I made up this little gizmo, so the water will drain down this pipe, hopefully, all going well. This bit of hose here is it's a drain hose off an old dishwasher that I had that stopped working. And I stripped it apart and got what parts I could off it. And it's a bit of funny old bit of hose. I've had it knocking around for ages. Kept almost throwing it away, kept thinking, well, what am I going to use that for? And then today, well, this week at least, it's finally found its purpose. It's perfect for this because it's flexible, which is good. Like a normal bit of garden hose wouldn't be flexible enough and would probably kink, but this, I'm hoping, should do the job. So we'll chuck that down in there, and it's quite long, which is good because that allows for a bit of as this hole goes deeper, I've got plenty of hose. Rust this out. I might have a bit of cement on it, so I don't know how that's going to work. Comes off quite easily. Let's see how that goes. It's probably not going to be absolutely watertight, but if there's just the odd drip down there, that doesn't matter. Oh, bliss, silence. You've no idea how annoying that sound of running water is. I guess, if it's a water feature and it's there to make you feel relaxed, it serves a purpose, but down here it's just annoying. It's just a constant reminder of that ingress of water. Make sure it's actually coming out of there. It's not yet. It's probably, I guess it's got to fill up to that level, which would mean it'll be filling up to that level in all those pipes and in that whole area. So it might take a little while to start coming down the pipe. So we'll keep an eye on that. It should do the job. I'm happy with that if it works. Right. So the other job I was talking about, so you can see this length here, right? So that replaces, what was this? All these odds and bods. So I'm going to tidy up some of those today. That's the plan. Right, next job's to get all these off, and then I've got the planks going there G-clamp off there. For goodness sakes. These little, I don't know what they're called, they torque drive bits, little star things, they come in several sizes, and the small ones look very similar. I've grabbed the wrong one by the looks of it. Oh yeah, I've got a smaller one down here hopefully. It's the old Murphy's Law. If there's two you could grab the wrong one. Both of them. Right. I'll try and reuse these screws, and they're all good. That one's it's for concrete, a bit awkward to get out. Alright, now I suppose I should have given this a bit of a sand first, but probably remove some of this wiring. The red wiring goes to lights I'm not using anymore. They were a bit of an experiment, didn't really work out, so I might get rid of those. This wire I'll definitely keep because it's a 12-volt feed and might be quite handy for putting up another fan or some more lights in the tunnel, in the actual tunnel when it gets going. Anyway, that's one piece on. That's good. It's much tidier than all those bits and pieces of wood. So doing this side's going to be a bit more tricky because I've got all sorts of stuff hanging on here. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll put one in here. I'm just going to take that off. Oh, there's a bolt there. That's in the road. I'll put it on this side. This is in the road. What am I going to do? So what I will do, I'll turn the camera off while I'm prevaricating, as it were. Okay, I've decided what I'm going to do here. So get rid of that, move that bottom one, and obviously these can all come off. I'm going to put the first plank down this side here, and I'll drill a hole to accommodate that. So I'll take that nut and that washer off, drill a hole in the plank. I'm going to have to drop that off, push it out of the way, but I'll get the plank in there over that nut, over that bolt, or stud, whatever you want to call it, and then that'll actually bolt the plank onto there and then chuck all the screws in. So it's a bit of shagging around, but I think that's the best way of doing it. So it's kind of I guess, permanent, pretty permanent solution until the bunker is much further along. I'm talking about when I've actually got rooms back there, and at that point I may reline this with steel. That's the plan. Now, it's going to be a huge job and very expensive, so I can't do it yet, but I'm hoping by the time the bunker, this is a few years down the track, by the time the bunker's a few rooms and hopefully, you know, got a few more people watching my videos maybe, and get a bit more income from YouTube, and then that'll pay for me to line this with steel. It's that sort of long-term plan. I mean, if I never got around to doing that, I don't think it'd be a problem. I mean, this is honestly, this is as solid as. It's not going anywhere. And touch wood, I don't know if that's mould or just a bit of. I don't think that's mould. I think that's just a bit of the resin coming through the wood. I mean, touch wood is staying pretty dry and pretty mould-free. I probably could just give it a lick of paint. That would probably tidy it up quite a bit. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Let's just get on. Okay, what I'd forgotten about was these pieces of wood here. That's what the false floor sits on. So can only really take these planks. In fact, I don't want to take them right down. I don't really want to cut those any shorter. So I'll probably stop. I think I'll take that up to about there. So I can still get those planks in. That'll do the job. And then what I'll do is I'll put a better piece down the bottom here, in this bottom section. Yep. That sounds like the plan. Let's get this little strappy bit out. I got that wood cut, and I measured where that bolt comes through, and put a hole in the wood. Now I generally don't have a great success with my measuring twice and cutting once. Honestly, I don't know. It's one thing I'm not great at. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually lines up. No, get there in the end. Oh, damn, it's close. I think this hole probably needed to go up just a couple of millimeters. Only brute force and ignorance it. Cut down, yes we can. She's in. Alright, I'm probably as surprised as you guys are. At least it ain't going to fall off. It's pretty tight. maybe a little bit, just a touch on the piss. So it's slightly coming this way. You know what? That's close enough. As a friend and a colleague used to say many, many years ago, oh gosh, over 40 years ago now, back when I was a mechanic, and we'd do a little bit of panel beating. We'd buy the odd car and do it up. Back in the day, it was a good way to make a bit of extra money. And we'd do the panel beating and painting on these cars. Because it was actually a panel and paint shop just across from us, because they were the world's greatest critics, of course. But as my colleague used to say, that's close enough for a mechanic. And that's not trying to disparage mechanics, because it's a bloody good trade. But I think that's the thing with being a mechanic. You can, I guess, you gain the confidence to have a go at everybody else's trade as well. You may not be great at it. I mean, you're not going to be as good. Like when I do concrete, it's never going to be as good as somebody that does it as a job, 40 hours a week. The same when I do panel beating or painting or wiring or plumbing. But you know, yeah, the other thing you used to say is near enough, good enough. And you know, most times it is, right? I mean, if I was charging this out to somebody, it wouldn't be good enough. You'd have to get it spot on. But this is for my consumption, so I'm going to say it, near enough, good enough. All right. Yeah, good old days. All right, I'm quite pleased with that. So I've got this one in, this one in, this one in. These two. They wouldn't fit behind there, so I had to do them separately. These two and those two up there. So that's removed a lot of little lots and sods of wood that are holding all this together. So I feel like it's, you know, it's made it even more secure and stronger, and that's a good thing. Right, decided to have a job to do this weekend is to get the rest of that concrete in. So I've got it mixed, first bucket mixed up. Oh, damn it, I forgot the extension lead for this. The old vibrator. Grab my second bucket. Oh, what am I doing? Okay friends, it took 2 buckets in the end to get that up to the level that I'm happy with. So that's all complete. So the next job is to dig, get it down another layer. But that's it for this week. So oh, it's hot down here. It's more humid actually, it's been raining a lot. Hopefully the camera hasn't fogged up. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate everybody that's likes and subscribed. Shout out to all my Patreons and YouTube members and super thanks. Thank you guys. Really appreciate your help. And yeah, looking forward to catching up next week when we get back to some digging. So we'll see you then. Look after yourselves. Have a great week. And this is Lex out.